Hi, my name is Brandy, and this is my new channel called readin'Nweedin. And the book I'm going to be talking about today, the main topic is going to be Under Your Scars. And then the weedin, or the project I'm going to be doing today, is these flower pot posts. And I figured what better way to combine the two. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys stick around. Hey guys, so this is the weather of what we're working with today. Oh, get in the house. Go. Get in the house, my place. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna be getting much tanning in, guys. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, I forgot to mention the main part of my channel as well. Oh, I changed. Look at my bangs. I have bangs and they want to come out. Is that I garden before I read and do my weeding. So BRB, doing my gardening, and then we're gonna head outside. This thing makes me look like I have a black caterpillar on me. Does anybody else feel like a strong, capable woman picking up something that's heavy? This lady is walking down right now. Has a Dalmatian. Huh? Nothing. Okay. So, originally, ow! That thing hurts. Originally, ow! I would literally sit here and pull this up by hand. I'm trying not to hit those things because these things spread the seeds. But my mother came over and she taught me so much better than what I had been doing. Like, you have to just take it from the side. Ow, that thing hurts. I'm gonna grab these leaves too. And she literally was a G with it. I would have been there all day trying to pull it up by hand. And yesterday was Mother's Day, so it was very nice to hang out with my mother. Very, very nice. Ow! I guess this is what happens when you really mind your own business and do what you want, because I'm not gonna lie, it does, I'm not gonna lie, it does look kind of weird when you're out here with just a tripod and it's facing you and you're talking. I'm trying not to get in view. The flower posts are here, and then here, here, here. You see them? They're the thingies holding up the lights. But I gotta shut the gate. Got my little... just some random seeds. Woo! Bug just attacked me in the ear. Oh my god. Sid, are you okay? In my head, this looked like a good idea, but now I'm just like, was that a good idea? Okay. Why did I laugh like that? That's so gross. Bro. See, I knew in my head that this, it was going to be a good idea or a bad idea. And it definitely was a bad idea. Okay, but it's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. We're going to figure it out, right? Yeah, we're going to figure it out. Looks decent.
Looks decent. Okay. Alright, so definitely need some more like down here. And I was trying to take this bag and like flip it, but... Okay. So the book that I am reading, it's a dark romance novel, and it has some pretty graphic stuff in there, so I don't really recommend if you're under 18 to read the book, just a heads up. With that being said, I am going to be talking about some adult situations, so if you're a kid, probably shouldn't be watching this book review, I'm just saying. But I will try to cover up some of what I'm saying, if that makes sense. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to, and I also don't want any parents mad at me, so I'm letting you know. Oh my god, look at the mess we made. I don't want to say I don't know how to pronounce her name. I feel like there's a couple different ways to pronounce this name. It's spelled E-L-E-N-A, so Elena or Elna, right? But her name's Elna. She is going to school to be a lawyer. She went to law school, and one night she was taking a walk late at night back from her apartment or to her apartment. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look for 100%. I think this needs more dirt. Something that's sad for women that I'm going to talk about is we really can't walk alone at night. And it's a scary thing because, you know, it's dark, you're by yourself, you know, think of all the possibilities, etc. She did the same thing, and she noticed that these people were following her, and she tried to turn and switch and, you know, get away from them almost, and she found herself in an alleyway that had no exit. There's 3 guys, and they're cornering her and saying all these gross, nasty things. She finds herself there, and there's this man that comes, saves her, and rescues her from the situation, and he basically calls her his angel, and it's like, you know, nothing will happen to you. You'll be able to get home. All of your stuff will get back to you. Don't worry about it. But at the same time, this dude literally just killed 3 people in the alleyway. She's thinking rationally. She's like, regardless of the situation, this dude literally just killed without hesitation, which I understand, but I mean, like, he just saved you. Am I wrong? She ends up home. Nothing happens to her. She ends up going home. Nothing happens. She ends up, you know, interning at this new job with this man named Christian Reeves. Well, Christian Reeves is like the CEO of the company. His name's on the building. It's like the law for Christian Reeves. But her higher up is Neil Hayden, and he is very disrespectful. He's very gross. He's just like the epitome of everything. She was supposed to do something. I can't remember what. Clee was just in her face saying how she didn't meet the quota, and she was just, you know, falling behind, not the greatest employee, all the things that are just not true. And right now I'm just putting the flowers in. And I'm going around it in a circle. So Christian Reeves comes by, and he basically hears a little bit of that conversation, gives Neil Hayden a piece of his mind. They go back and forth. He ends up firing Neil Hayden. Well, Christian Reeves decides to make Elna CEO of the company, and she's like, whoa, like that's a really big, you know, that's a really big achievement for what you just did when I'm a nobody to you. And he's like asking her out to dinner, and Elna's like, no, I don't want to go out with you. Meantime, the silencer is in her home. Just in her home, chilling out. I might change to a tank top because this sun right now is a lot. The silencer is basically saying that Elna is now his angel. So it's Angel and the silencer. And she doesn't know how to feel about this dude, but he did make good word on his promise. I mean, he did bring her stuff back, got her home safe, and, you know, all those things. But at the same time, he just like literally dick. So she's thinking rationally. Rational people don't just kill people without a conscience. So she ends up going to work with Christian. He won't give up. He won't give up. Oh, this person wants to go out with her. Christian wants to take her out. She really doesn't believe it. She thinks that, you know, there's an ulterior motive to him because he's so attractive and she's just very normal, very, you know, out of his league almost. Moving on. Okay, so what I didn't tell you about Elna or Elena, I feel like it's Elena. I don't know what her name is. She ends up going on a date with Christian. They end up kissing. Homegirl ends up, you know, she gives it up. Guys, she be giving it out to Christian Reeves. And you know what I mean. But the silencer at the same time is madly jealous. He's so jealous of the fact that he gets to have Elna. But I feel like we're all getting like a subtle hint here. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was when I was reading the book. I was just like, there's too many coincidences. Jeez. Too many things adding up. That's how I felt about it. I felt like I had already figured this part out. So she ends up, you know, Christian Reeves has his own room in the elevator that you gotta have a key to go up to, so you know what they was doing. Okay, this is why I say it's, and it goes into detail about those, you know, those situations. That's why I said 18 plus. The thing I didn't tell you about Elna is that she works at the strip club. She obviously went to law school and has student loans to pay. So that's how she makes the other half of her money that she needs to survive. She ends up obviously being in a relationship with Christian. And Christian has been to, you know what I should have done? I should have put the dirt in all of them and then put the flower seeds in it. That's what we're gonna do. readin'Nweedin, guys. readin'Nweedin. You know, and in between her going to the strip club, her falling in love, all this good stuff, she's still having the silencer come and visit her at her home without, like, her knowledge or without her consent, I guess you would say. She ends up being one of the girls that are called downstairs to the basement, and it's known in the book that when you go to the basement, you generally don't come back. Ends up going down there, and there's a group of guys. There's Marcus, John, Neil Hayden, and Frank Valentini, and they're wanting information. I can't remember if it's about the silencer or Christian, but either way, she doesn't give it up. And she's like, no, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not telling you it. No, nothing. They end up, sure you can imagine, to her, she's pressing the button that, like, this silencer gave her, like, a keychain, and she's pressing it like a panic button, like, help, I'm in need of help. Comes too late. Everything's already done, everything already happened. You know, Elna goes to the emergency room. And I can't remember if this is like before or after she finds out about Christian and the silencer being one thing together. But either way, I guess it's after. This is after she finds out that this is who he is, because she wants nothing to do with him after, because she thinks he's a liar. You think that he's a liar? Yeah. I mean, he's definitely a psychopath, because he'd be out killing people. Her dad and her mom come because she lives out of state, so they fly in, and they're pissed at this Christian dude because, like, you're supposed to be with my daughter, and you're not protecting her. Hit number 3. So this one is obviously different than the other 4 ones that we're doing, and it's because when we bought this house, they left those vases here, and I really liked them. It made the house look unique. They're huge. Pots like this are not cheap, and especially decorative ones, so This is why this one's a little bit different. It's still the same, still doing the same job. And, you know, the color is a little off and it looks a little different, but it's the same. Elna's in the hospital, and her dad obviously is like, yo, dude, you did something to my daughter. I don't know what you did. I don't know what part you had in it, but you did something to my daughter. Coming back. Making up her mind, basically. You know, she doesn't want to be touched by Christian. Everything that just happened in the situation that she just experienced, she doesn't want to be by any men. Don't blame her. How you choose to heal is completely up to you. So she just he leaves her alone and just waits for her basically to come to him. And she eventually does. And she tells him, you know, I want to stay with you. I'm not going anywhere with my dad. He's like, oh, thank God. Like, you know, I thought you hated me. You hated me. And they basically are restarting this journey together of like loving each other and being honest and truthful with each other. And they're portraying, you know, this fantasized relationship that really, like, it's not the greatest. Oh my gosh. The sun is sunning today. Good gravy. Good gravy. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. Don't talk like that. I can do it with this. This is on a lot. I don't know what so we're not looking. Is she's asking Christian to give up the silencer. She doesn't want him to do it anymore. And then that's when I reached part 2. And that's basically where I'm at right now. Mother's Day was yesterday, and I got to do a lot with my mom, and it was really nice. You know, spending time with your family is something that I don't think any price tag can be put on, because those moments are literally gonna stay with you forever. And the earlier that you know that, you know, the better that you cherish those moments. It sounds cheesy, but it's true. Moving on to plant number 4. And we might circle back to plant number 1 because obviously I'm adding more dirt. What do you think, chat? I'm gonna go wash my hands, and I'm gonna go put some sunscreen on and change into a tank top real quick. So I'm gonna set the camera up, and I will be right back to show you guys the percentage that I was on for my Kindle for the book. So this, the book name. Obviously it's backwards, but 61%. So when I do finish the book, I will post it on Brandy's Bookshelf, my webpage, if y'all want to check out a visit. Son just threw a water bottle. Thank you. But yeah, that's as far as I am in the book, but I figured we can still finish the flower pots and still chat, you know? Why not? Okay. If that person cannot change what you're thinking about in your head about them in 30 seconds, then don't say anything at all. That's crazy. I never had that thought process. But I think it's something that everybody needs to start, like, understanding more and more. Who cares if somebody looks different? It says nothing about who they are. Is that a thing? Does anybody else do that? Do you know what I didn't do? I did not put sunscreen on. Gonna be here forever. I feel like my husband would have told me to do this by now. And I hear him in my head like, that's how you should have did it. I'm like guessing when my husband would say, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's enough. Plate number 5. And then we're gonna go put the seeds in. We're we're gonna water them. I know I said I was gonna be done, but my husband just bought an edger tool, and I kind of want to try it out and see if I fail miserably at it. Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh my god! Brady, there's a step there. The dogs hear me and they're like, "Bro, what is going on?" Made a little bit of a mess. The door handle used to be on the other side, that's why I got confused. And instead of cutting it like right here, oh, hold on. Sorry about that. My husband called me to talk to me about something. Nothing serious, just, you know, chit chat, all that good stuff. So I figured I'd show you guys what I did while I was on the phone. This post is all finished. This post is now finished as well. And I filled it up to the brim. And we also watered everything. And then after we watered everything, well, before we watered everything, we put all the seeds in. Yes, sit over there, please, when you're eating it. We did all of that good stuff, and in the meantime, I also got to water this down here. I can show you guys me edging. And it's a lot because I live in a neighborhood where everybody can see everybody. And to be out here recording myself feels a little weird, feels a little out of place, not gonna lie. But we're gonna do it. Well, so I don't know. See, I feel like none of that. Here. I'm a little helper. The artiste.
I think that this is where I'm going to end my first video. I think we had a pretty good day, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great day, and y'all really enjoyed what I showed you. So, peace out.
Bro.